A taste of home savory pork ribs and golden potatoes. Today we're making a dish that warms the heart and satisfies the soul. Pork ribs with golden potatoes. Imagine tender, fall-off-the-bone ribs coated in a savory, flavorful sauce accompanied by perfectly roasted potatoes, crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside. It's a classic comfort food combination that's easier to make than you might think. Let's get started. For this recipe, you'll need a few simple ingredients. We're going to create a delicious and hearty meal that will impress your family and friends. For the ribs, grab about 2 pounds of your favorite pork ribs. Make sure they are fresh and have a good amount of meat on them. You can use baby back ribs or spare ribs, whichever you prefer. Baby back ribs are more tender, while spare ribs have a richer flavor. We'll also need olive oil, salt, black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, and your favorite barbecue sauce. These spices will add a wonderful depth of flavor to the ribs. For the potatoes, we'll use 2 pounds of golden potatoes, olive oil, salt, pepper, and fresh rosemary for a touch of earthy flavor. The rosemary will complement the potatoes perfectly, making them aromatic and delicious. Before we start cooking, let's prepare our ingredients. Rinse the pork ribs under cold water and pat them dry with paper towels. This helps the seasonings adhere better. In a small bowl, combine salt, black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and paprika to create a flavorful rub. Next, wash the golden potatoes and cut them into bite-sized pieces. Remember, even cutting ensures they cook evenly. Section 4. Seasoning and searing. The foundation of flavor. This is where the magic truly begins. The right seasoning and searing technique can elevate a simple dish to a gourmet experience. Now the fun begins. Drizzle the ribs with olive oil, making sure to coat them evenly. This step is crucial as it helps the spices adhere better to the meat. Next, rub them all over with the spice mixture, ensuring every nook and cranny is coated. The spices will infuse the meat with rich, complex flavors as it cooks. In a large skillet or Dutch oven, heat a tablespoon of olive oil over medium-high heat. The oil should shimmer, but not smoke, indicating it's ready for searing. Sear the ribs for a few minutes on each side until they develop a beautiful golden brown crust. This step locks in the juices and creates a flavorful outer layer. This caramelization adds depth of flavor and creates a base for our sauce. The brown bits left in the pan will enhance the sauce, making it rich and savory. Section 5. Golden potatoes, a symphony of texture and taste. Once the ribs are seared, transfer them to a plate. In the same skillet, add the chopped potatoes, another drizzle of olive oil, salt, pepper, and a sprig of fresh rosemary. Toss everything together to coat the potatoes evenly. Nestle the seared ribs on top of the potato bed. Section 6. Final touches, creating a culinary masterpiece. In this section, we will bring all the elements together to create a dish that is not only delicious, but also visually stunning. Now it's time to let the oven work its magic. The oven is an essential tool in achieving the perfect texture and flavor for our dish. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius. This temperature is ideal for slow cooking the ribs, ensuring they become tender and juicy. Pour your favorite barbecue sauce generously over the ribs. The sauce will caramelize during cooking, adding a rich, smoky flavor that complements the meat perfectly. Cover the skillet tightly with a lid or aluminum foil. This step is crucial as it traps the moisture, allowing the ribs to cook evenly and stay succulent. Transfer the skillet to the preheated oven and let it bake for about 1.5 to 2 hours. This slow cooking process is what makes the ribs so tender that they fall off the bone. This slow cooking allows the ribs to become incredibly tender and the potatoes to turn golden and crispy. The combination of textures will make every bite a delight. When the ribs are ready, they will be fall off the bone tender. You can check this by gently prodding the meat with a fork. It should easily pull apart. Carefully remove the skillet from the oven. Use oven mitts to protect your hands as the skillet will be extremely hot. Let the ribs rest for a few minutes before serving. This resting period allows the juices to redistribute throughout the meat, making each bite more flavorful. Garnish with fresh herbs for an added touch of freshness. Herbs like parsley or cilantro not only add color but also enhance the overall flavor profile of the dish. These flavorful ribs and potatoes pair perfectly with a side of your favorite vegetables or a simple salad. The freshness of the vegetables balances the richness of the ribs, creating a well-rounded meal. Enjoy!